I'm George McCranie, DUI and Criminal Defense Attorney with offices in Valdosta and Douglas, Georgia. In this video, I wanted to answer the question of what happens if you just pay a speeding ticket in Georgia. Now, a lot of times people come in and say they got a notice in the mail, and the notice will say that you must appear for court on this speeding ticket, or the state or the government makes it easy for you. You can just pay the fine. And you can just pay the fine by mail if you want to, or even online if you want to pay the fine that way. And a lot of people think, well, you know, I'll just pay the fine. I don't want to waste a day in court. But what people don't realize is that by just paying the fine, they're pleading guilty to the charge. Now, paying the fine is the same thing as entering a guilty plea to the speeding ticket as it was written. Now, if it was written as 80 miles an hour in a 55 mile an hour zone, that would go into the state of Georgia as 80 in a 55. And that's also what your insurance company will see, 80 in a 55. That means that if you just pay the fine, there is no reduction in the speed. If you pay the fine, you don't get any breaks at all. Now, if you went to court or you were represented by an attorney, it's possible that you could get the speed reduced down. And if you get it reduced down to, say, 69 and a 55, that carries a lot of important aspects to it, because not only would it not put points on your license, it wouldn't increase your insurance rates. Now, the end result of just paying a ticket can be a lot more expensive than just the fine. In this case, let's say 80 and a 55, that's a super speeder. Now, with a super speeder, that brings on additional fines, and it's possible that your license would be suspended if you didn't pay it. Now, 80 and a 55 will obviously put a huge amount of points on your license, and there's a huge increase in your insurance rate when the insurance company finds out. My advice is to protect yourself by getting an experienced lawyer to represent you. This is the best bet that you would have to get a good resolution in this case, or this type of case. Now, I hope this information is helpful to you. And if you have any more questions or want some more informational videos, go to YouTube or look at my website, totalduidefense.com.